We're almost done with the first 20 days of A Nomad's Tale. Yes, it's time to see what the mad lad, the nomad lad, has for us. So if you want the best EVE guides and reactions, you came to the right place. Let's see what he has for us, y'all. Day 20. Here we go. 19, excuse me.
We finished up that vast frontier reservoir, and we were left with 80,000 meters cubed of gas. Now, I had made a spreadsheet to look at gas, and if we pull it up real quick, I posted it to Reddit too. But there's a bunch of problems with this. I'm not going to get into the problems, but basically, you can kind of throw this out. We're going to redo this. We're going to redo this, and we have started it, indeed.
My man.
Now, if you look at...
A true EVE gamer, it's not enough to play the game. We have to map it out in spreadsheets. Now, look, this is not a joke. People say EVE Online is spreadsheet the game. I don't want to... I've seen OSRS. I've seen old school RuneScape. I will not be accepting this anymore as an EVE enjoyer. They drag and drop way more UI stuff than you and I ever do. We're just able to map stuff out of game and do math in Google Sheets. This ain't bad. We out here being smarty pantses. Okay. This is pretty sick. He's mapping his ISP per hour. Let's see.
These figures that I'm started here, they all account for tier 2 residue loss, which is basically taking the base amount from a cloud and cutting it down by 1/3.
I was just
so everything accounts for that in here. So this is the real actual numbers, and you update this from EVE Appraisal before you use this, right?
Sick.
So if we look at this, we actually got more M3 than we expected. We got 80,000, almost 81,000. We were only expecting 71,000. Okay, and if we take this and put it in EVE Appraisal, you'll notice that we got 400 million.
Rip EVE Appraisal.
So we even got 50 million more than we expected. The reason for that is because residue, while I just said it takes 1/3 away, it's actually kind of random. Sometimes
it is random. You get more or less. If you mine 1 billion gas, you'll lose 1/3. But if you mine 500 million gas, you might lose more, you might lose less. The more you mine, the more you lose. The more consistent it is. We'll just put it that way. Yeah.
The residue will not affect your ISP per hour, assuming unlimited clouds to mine, but it will affect how much you get.
New bros don't get it. T2, I always ask, do no bros what the heck I'm talking about. Tech 2, gas cloud scoops. Okay, and this works for any mining thing. This is not just for gas. Residue is something that was introduced fairly recently. It was like maybe a couple years ago. And you can see it has the Tech 1 harvester just has mining amount 100, 0 probability, 0 residue. Tech 2, 34% probability multiplier by 1. So 34% of the time, you'll just burn off an asteroid. What residue is, very simply, this is an asteroid and you're mining it. Residue will randomly say, hey, this much is gone. It doesn't go into anyone's inventory. It's just no longer there. Think of this circle like the total gas or whatever you could mine. The more you mine this, the more residue happens and the more this stuff just gets burned off. Why do this then? Why use this? Because it mines it faster than the Tech 1 scoop. The Tech 2 scoop mines 200 M3 in one go, and the Tech 1 scoop mines 100 M3. So that's why that is. That's the faction one is very expensive. Sci-Fi Cowboy he's richer than I am. He uses faction scoops inside of wormhole space. That's very scary. So, you know.
Per cloud, and by extrapolation per site. The other thing I've done is kind of basically calculate how many minutes it would take to clear the whole site.
Oh, now we're talking. Yes.
And using that, how many trips it would take, assuming a certain venture count.
This is a real EVE gamer right here.
I'm running 4 ventures. My ventures are using tier 2 scoops and have the good skills. They're getting 2.66 meters cubed per second income. They have 5,000 M3 holds, okay?
This is one of the reasons I love EVE Online. What you're seeing, some people that are going to laugh at this are like, oh, this is not just EVE Online as a spreadsheet game. There's something very fun about planning an operation and pushing it to its limit and really mapping out, here's how much I think I'm going to get, and then going to do it. And then all the things you encounter along the way, and then coming back with all of it and being done, and you go, like, it worked. This is really so much fun in EVE. Many of you are looking at this going like, oh, spreadsheets. Really, planning and then executing. Not many games let you do this level of like, I'm going to go over there and get that horizon and then actually do it. It's pretty sick.
So that vast frontier, on average, would take just under 2 hours.
Sick.
which is 4 trips, which means each trip is about a half an hour to fill up the Venture. So that's pretty low. If you'll see that and be like, wow, okay, that's actually really low. 2 hours for 350, 400 mil.
Yeah.
You know, that's 200 mil an hour. It's not that great for all those accounts.
Okay.
The reason for that is gas prices like tanked in the past couple days. These things fluctuate like crazy, which means it's almost inappropriate to go and sell your gas right away. You almost want to rely on your trader to strike when the iron is hot, to sell them when there's a lot of demand and high.
This is a really good point too. You never ever just want to sell stuff. So let me show you. We were looking at nanite repair paste earlier when we were doing our Jackdaw Abyss video. Okay, so you can see that right now. Let me go this way. Press and hold Shift and mouse wheel. Lets you do this. Okay, lets you kind of move it like this a little bit. Can I move it? Press and hold left click and drag to move your market around. How many of you did not know this? Type 1 in chat. Shift mouse button zooms it in. Press and hold left click and drag will move it around. How many of you did not know this? Type 1 in chat. There it is. Did I just change your lives? Every time you come to my video, you'll learn something amazing. So should I buy nanite repair paste right now? Yes. It's going for very low, all things considered. Should I sell nanite repair paste? Maybe not. What I like to do when I'm being industry is I like to sell. If I make, let's say I make 1 million nanites and I see the price is down. Thank you, everybody. Enjoy it. Enjoy it. Squirrel does that exactly. I like to sell like 20% today and see how it is tomorrow. And if it's going down, maybe I'll sell 10%. And like, if I don't need the money today, I just keep it. Just hold on to it. Like, you don't need to sell something. And by the way, because it's going for cheap right now, let's just, it's fine. I just stock up a little bit. Just a casual 800 million buy because your boy needs to be sure that he's ready. I need to be ready. Okay, so that's what you should do. You should use the market to showcase how that goes. The more you save, Eve, the more you'll make. And something I really like to do is if you're unsure, here's my favorite thing to say. Sell half. Okay? You get a bunch of gas and you're like, you know what? I don't know if the price is going to go up or down. Sell half. And then if the price goes up, you still have half. But if the price goes down, at least you sold it at the peak and you just keep your half until later when it goes back up. Selling half is really a good idea for any commodity in EVE Online because the longer you wait, the more the price goes up typically. There's some, stipulations there. But do your research, not financial advice. Do your work. I'm not an advisor and I'm not your dad. Okay.
Prices for it rather than just sell it all the time. Because for example, like this was normally 10K, which would add a bunch more to this. 32 was like 8K before, I think, something like that.
Yep.
So that would add a ton of value to this cloud. This would be closer to like 600 mil, right? And that would be suddenly 300 mil an hour. Really good. So it kind of depends on when you sell it, but the less.
Another thing you can do is not sell it in a hub. This is really valuable because Jitta, where we are, Jitta 4.4, this is one of the main market hubs. There's 4 in EVE that are in Empire space. That is Empire space is towards the middle of the map. Okay, so Jitta is one of the main things. So like in the middle here, all of this is like ISEC and is like safe. Quote, you are never safe in EVE. But this is like the safest spot. All of this is like null sec and is just very, very scary end game area stuff. So if you don't want to sell it in Jitta, consider going to like over here. Like find where there are production hubs that are not necessarily trade hubs and you can sell stuff for maybe a little bit higher. Ask around the forums like, hey, what's a good spot? My marketing arm of our corporation, Frame Perfect, does a lot of this kind of like arbitrage where they'll buy something here and sell it over there. You can be a truck driver in EVE. You can be a salesman. It doesn't have to be just, I'm going to shoot something. So the markets in EVE are regional. Does that make sense? I hope so. In-game name is Loru Gaming is the chat.
To learn here is that
Loru Gaming.
You really want to look at your gas sites, assuming you're out here doing this full time with a bunch of accounts. You really want to look at how much gas you get per site, how long it takes, how many trips, because each trip adds a little bit more danger to it.
Right.
How long it takes adds more danger to it, and this is the reward you get for the risk. So these are very important figures that I use to determine what I feel like doing. I'm going to fill these out for the rest of the sites and eventually post this whole chart when it's done in the description of this video.
Sick.
So one absolutely huge benefit of getting our Orca pilot on a separate account is the fact that we no longer have to store the crane inside of the Orca
Nice.
at all times.
Hmm.
A crane takes up half of the ship maintenance bay. So we have about 300,000 M3 to work with. Before we had about 100,000 because we had the Loki plus the...
A ship maintenance bay is a specific cargo hold that some capital, some big ships have that hold specifically fully fitted ships. They're meant for this kind of like in-space stuff. And an Orca has a ship maintenance bay. A ship maintenance bay also acts like a mobile depot for all surrounding ships. So what that means is because the Orca has a ship maintenance bay, I like how it looks here, thank you. It has a fleet hangar, which you can, anything can go in, but it's only 40k M3. The ship maintenance bay holds 400,000 M3, and every ship that's around the Orca can use it as a mobile depot. It can refit in space. If you're close to the Orca, no mobile depot required. I believe the cheapest ship maintenance bay, I believe that's the Nestor, and I say that with quotes because I think a Nestor is still a billion-esque. Nestor is the Sisters of Eve battleship whenever this loads. Is it a billion? Might have gone up because there's a lot of stuff going on. Yeah, it's about a billion. The Nestor has a smaller ship maintenance bay, but still has a ship maintenance bay. So it has 5K. You can fit a shuttle. This one is not about, oh, I'm going to put a bunch of ships in there. This one's about, I want to use the mobile depot at range. The Orca is about, hey, I want some other ships in there. So a fully fit crane takes like 200K. Nuts. Just a probe or something, you could fit, well, like 5, 10 ventures, whatever it is. Is it 5? I don't know. It's just, you could fit way more if it's somewhere else. Somewhere else. The crane is on a different pilot. Makes sense. Sounds good to me.
Blockade runner. Now we have all this space, so what are we going to fill it with? Well, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking that we need to bring more...
Industry and Pochman's a scary thing, and I typically don't do it. Says Aka. It's not something I do.
PvP tools out here. The one that has been screaming at me in my head is I need a bubble ship out here. I need a Dictor or a Hictor.
You do.
So we're going to put a Saber in here.
Yep.
And then we're going to still have room for other ships, other exciting ships to put in here.
Nice.
What they are yet, I have no idea. I'm thinking possibly...
Just say T3 Destroyer.
Something like a Magus. Where is it?
Yep.
I took a couple skills out, but I can still fly this really well. Something like a Magus could go in there, or a Sveeple. Basically, fun ships that people want to fight that allow me to do cool things. We're going to fill this with them, and then we're going to have a bunch of PvP tools on our main.
Love that. Love that.
So here's a little situation that...
It's his song, I've noted. It's really ethereal. I love it. Mrs. Loru. Everyone say hi, Mrs. Loru. It's good to see you, honey. Welcome in. Love you,
it's
honey.
kind of interesting to think about. So we just scanned our way through a chain.
Okay.
I'll show you that now.
Whoa,
From
big
our
chain.
home here, to a C4 to a C3, and this C3 gets us to high sec, right?
Yowzer.
However, we're in the C3 now. If we look at this wormhole, it is the high sec connection, but it's end of life. You can see by looking at it, right? So typically this would perturb me. I would be like, okay, well,
Decision time.
this connection's unreliable, blah, blah, blah. However, if it's high sec in particular, you can actually just not even care. You just scan down the whole system, make sure you put these in Pathfinder, and then if this hole pops while your hauler is bringing stuff to Jeddah, the next signature will be the high sec connection, and then you just bring the hauler to the new high sec connection, right?
And this is why we say wormhole life is really like its own gameplay, because this kind of stuff eludes me. Like, how do you know it's a static? I actually have no idea. I don't, is it the numbers? I don't know. Is the numbers, Mason? What are they? I have no idea, but what I do know is that he's right. I know that this is correct because he's saying it. He's smarter than I am. Okay, so a static wormhole is a wormhole that when it blips, the wormhole system, this is how this works. You're in a wormhole system. Think of a wormhole as a door, okay, to another system. Okay, it goes to this one, right? It goes to here. This looks mildly sexual. They always do. When this wormhole dies, okay, another wormhole will immediately spawn in that same system to a different high sec area. Okay, so what he's saying is like, it doesn't matter if this wormhole goes away because he'll just get another one to a different high sec area. So when it's a door, not a door. When it's a wormhole. That's right.
So if it's high sec, it doesn't really matter. If it's low sec or null sec,
And it could be far away. It probably is, but at least it's still in high sec. So within 20 jumps, let's say.
generally speaking, I don't screw with the EOL holes because, you know, low sec is huge and null sec's even bigger. So just a little quick thing to think about. You see a route like this, you get to Jeddah and back, and you see you have to go through Abazan or a bunch of other low sec systems.
Yep.
always do this first. Click it. Go to safer.
Yep.
And check how many more jumps it is. For us, it's only one more jump each way.
So much safer.
So instead of messing around with a bunch of low-sec gankers, or pirates, I suppose.
That right there. I tell you, how many times I've done that. This is the Nomad's Tale series. Yes, that right there, prefer shorter, prefer safer, is one of those things that nobody tells you. But once you know, you're like, oh my gosh, what have I been doing? It took me years to learn that. And I was like, so I've been preferring safer this whole time? No wonder my buddies are going into these crazy areas of space, you know? So
Be the proper terminology.
Great stuff.
We can instead spend 2 extra jumps and do it pretty mindlessly.
This is a good point from Jaywalks too. A new update today makes it so you can right-click wormholes. And if you're watching this video, this update has already come out and is recent as of the recording of this video. If you right-click a wormhole and check its info, you'll actually see even more information now because they just buffed the wormhole information.
Pretty good trade-off.
They made it better.
Okay, that is just ridiculous. There's a guy ratting out a Vargar at this site.
Kill him?
What the hell?
It's a Vargar.
Wait, I don't have the kit to kill a Vargar.
I was going to say.
But
Isaac static. He's ratting. That means he's killing
I'm quite
PvE
interested in
mobs.
seeing what the heck he's doing.
Yeah.
At the very least.
Go in and check. Game to check.
This is a high-sec exit, and this dude's out here. Gonna get decloaked.
Yes, you are.
They're just ratting like it's
Oh, no,
nothing.
he's not. You're good. It's not a gas
I
site.
did get decloaked. I didn't.
His other
What the
ship.
heck is this? Let me Z-kill him.
His other ship got decloaked. So before he does anything, Z-kill. Check out what
What's
he's
a nightmare? Oh my god, he loses bling shit all the time.
He's got a bling
Dude,
ship.
get my Proteus in. Maybe there's a chance.
Do you hear the stress? I gotta get my Proteus in. I can do it. I gotta get so, I no shade. I respect it. He checked his Z-kill and saw the Vargar dude flies blinged stuff all the time. Even if he loses his ship, he can still make money. The chase is on.
He's got a bling fit Vargar with a grappler, a scram, cat battery, bling tank. I mean, pretty much no way for us to beat him. However, I kind of want to hang out and see if someone else fights him. Maybe steal it or, you know, third party. This is crazy.
You could third party it. Can he kill it with what he has here? Probably not. I don't think he has the DPS to out heal it. And you really need a specialized T3 cruiser to take out Marauders. We featured a full Newt Proteus that did this in Crimson Harvest events. We will be doing that during our PvE sections of this coming year's event. It's going to be fun.
I just can't believe someone would hop into a system like this with a high-sec exit and just use a Vargar without any hole control. That's just insanity.
Why he's saying this is really important because there's a lot of intangibles that you don't understand until someone explains it to you. So he's right now in a C3. This is a mid-tier wormhole with mid-tier loot. Having a Vargar in there is already kind of overkill. You'll do the sites fast, but it's overkill, especially if you have a blinged out Vargar. This C3 has a connection to high-sec, which means that any old person can just hop in. Now that probably means this dude is from high-sec and is farming these and doing that. So typically when I go into wormholes, I like to go like 1 or 2 holes down the chain to make sure that if I'm going from high-sec into a wormhole, people aren't just hopping in and seeing where I am and then go get their buddies. This is dangerous, is what you should read. Because in wormholes, there's no Concord. If you're there, you're on your own. You will die if someone hops on you, and they will just do what Chlorokin's doing. They've scouted you down. They're cloaked. He's checking your Z-kill. He's waiting for the opportune moment, and then he's gonna take you out. So he's saying like, man, this is super dangerous. What the hell is he doing? Because you're in a very high risk situation, and you've basically covered yourself in honey and walked into a field of flowers and said, I'll be okay. You might if there's no bees, but if there's one bee that tells the hive, how many bee analogies can I use?
And I really wish I had maybe a Pilgrim. Maybe I could kill him in. I highly doubt it though.
Any coded Vargar?
He cleared it fast. Damn, he's got like MTUs sitting around too.
Yep.
Oh, okay. He's got
Cheetah.
eyes. He's gonna come loot it with the cheetah.
Cheetah T2 Explorer.
But I really think trying to attack this Vargar right now with my 2 tier 3s would get one of them killed.
Yep.
The Proteus. So I don't
Need
really
a
see any
third.
point in attacking the Vargar. Maybe when we get our third character and metagame a little bit.
Hopefully
but
he leaves and he can take out the cheetah that loots
it's possible
the stuff.
we could kill this cheetah.
Right.
I'm thinking maybe my Proteus can just swoop in and kill the cheetah, get some content out of it.
See?
But Lord, I'd love to kill that Vargar. I can't believe people do this. This is blowing my mind.
There's so many different ways to play Eve. And what's funny about this dude does this. It's not wrong. It's just a lot. It's like if you want to go play football for college, and it's like if you go get titanium plated cleats and diamond encrusted helmets and like Egyptian cotton gear, like jersey. You could do that, but it's like, why risk it getting ripped and torn in a place that you don't need that much stuff on you? Like you can go in with a battleship, sure, but you can do the same with a T3 cruiser, especially in a C3. We've done it in a Proteus T3 cruisers for sure. And you can be sniper fit. The point is, like, this dude's doing this because it's worked for him for so far. And in wormhole space, it's a bit of like, it depends on a lot of things. He's probably just kept doing this and just made a bunch of ISK. One time, you'll love this. Time Thor and I, many of you know Time Thor is one of my best friends. We were in 2 T3 cruisers trolling through wormhole space. Just one of my favorite Eve stories. Oh, chat, strap in. This is going to be good. We hop into wormhole. We're ratting, doing some exploration. I'm in a Proteus. He's in a Tengu or a Loki, something like that. And we see on D-scan another Loki or a Tengu, something like that, another T3 cruiser. So we scan this guy down, but he's ratting. We've been combat probing, D-scanning. We were ratting in the same system. He like saw us on D-scan or didn't, whatever. And then went to go rat in the same wormhole that we were in. So we warp to him. We uncloak on top of him as he's looting, and local chat just looks like this. Like, because he's like, he like sneezed. There's two crows. Oh no! As they like uncloak. We uncloak. We wave in local and leave because we have no idea what's going on. We don't know if he's like a scout. We don't know. I assume the worst. And we get 5 minutes later, I get a mail from the guy because we 07 to chat. So he like saw us, right? And he goes, please no kill. We're cracking up. We're a couple brews deep. And I'm like, he said, please no kill. He said so. Look, by the way, you were here, Chad. Bless you. Thank you, Bricks. You good, bro. Stop the click, play, press you. I do what I want. And thank you. There you go. Chad, we don't clickbait because every single one of my videos, we talk about what the title is about. And if people think I clickbait, they're wrong. So we're cracking up. We're a couple brews deep. All of a sudden, I get 500 million ISK in my wallet. And it says, please no kill. And my buddy gets 500 million in his wallet. It says, please no kill. And we go, this whole time, we thought we had to kill people to get some ISK. All we have to do is not kill people, and they'll pay our stuff. So we let them alone. We went to the next system. We had a good time. That was the most we made that whole night. So we made 1 billion ISK in between the two of us. And I was one of those moments where you never forget him in Eve because of these story moments. And I think that's what Klorokin's going through here, where you're like, man, this dude brought a Vargar into a C3. Doesn't he know how dangerous that is? And it's blinged, almost guaranteed, because of his Z-kill. Pretty amazing.
All right, he warped. Do
Warped.
that thing.
Okay.
Unreal. Okay, the cheetah's here. Sweet.
Vargar's leaving. Cheetah time. Cheetah drops an MTU. He's gonna keep going.
Oh, the site just despawned. Oh, perfect. So now I
Perfect.
won't hit anything weird. So now I can actually warp to it.
Great. Site
Let's warp
despawned.
10 on the Proteus.
When the site
Hope I don't get
despawns,
decloaked on some random
he can warp
he
to the
appeared.
cheetah.
Oh, he appeared. He appeared. There he is. Decloak. Micro.
Decloak. Get him. Micro. Bash.
Is he reacting?
Punch
Not
him. Punch
reacting
him.
yet,
Punch
guys.
him. Punch him. Punch him. Let's go. Hit him.
He's not reacting.
Hit him.
3, 2, 1.
Cheetah.
We got him. Ladies
Cheetah
and
kill
gentlemen,
it.
we got him.
Boom.
Let's go. I'm gonna kill the MTU quickly.
Send him back to Jeddah. Get him out of here. Now,
I forgot how much health these things have. This is freaking me out.
they make nothing. They have no health. The Vargar might show up.
You would drop from that bad boy.
What do we got?
7 milli, baby. Let's go.
Easy.
Getting paid.
Who cares if it wasn't a lot? You still
If I
did
could have
good.
killed it with those 2 strat cruisers, let me know. But I don't think I had anywhere close to the damage and nuke pressure to get through a Bastion module with Vargar. That is PvP fit. No way. No way.
You need more newts. You need dedicated newts. So that was really cool. You got to see how he played it out and still won. The way you win a PvP engagement is not by getting a kill. You win a PvP engagement by not dying. That's my opinion. You win if you don't die. If you see somebody come and going and they're a bigger force and you choose to not engage and you get out with your ship alive, you've won. If you get a cheetah kill, it's a cheap kill. He made 7 million. It's not very much, but you got to kill. Fun. You get to practice the hunt. You know, the hunt is, the dopamine is its own reward. You know what I'm saying? Good stuff. Love this animation.
Cool. Check this out.
Comes right out of the orca.
We got one of these bad boys.
Saber.
Out here. How neat is that?
Bubble ship, baby.
All right, so now with the saber, we have the ability to catch smaller stuff. So that's pretty cool.
Yep.
Normally, we have our overview set by distance. What you want to do is sort it by icon instead.
Yep.
The reason for this is it's a lot easier to tell if somebody shows up when everything's organized by icon.
True.
If it's distance, he might be here, he might be here, he might be here. Who knows where he'll show up? Oh, my drone.
If you want my overview, which color codes enemies, you can go to our YouTube. I'll try to remember to include the link in the description, but if you go to my YouTube channel and just type in overview, it's like one of our top videos. You can copy and paste the one I use and make it really easy to see enemies versus NPCs. I highly recommend it. Nice.
Oops. Let's pull them back.
Pull the drones back, bro.
So I've been meaning to record this little tiny tip for a while now, but
yes.
I've kept forgetting. If you have an orca like this in a pass or a carrier or anything that's big and you want to keep in the pass, every time you log on, you're going to land in a 2-kilometer radius sphere around where you logged out at, just like all warps. So every time you log in on your orca, you need to reapproach a bookmark or something, whatever you use, and recenter yourself and wait till you're just about on there before you log. If you don't do this, what could happen is, for example, you might log in one day and end up here, right where my mouse is. And then the next day you might log in and end up here, and you see where this is going. You might end up outside of the bubble after a bunch of logins just by...
This is a big tip. If you ever do this, this is how you should be playing. 100% correct. Not many people do this, but it's also important to understand approaching a bookmark you made can keep you anchored in a point of space and not have to worry about stuff. So a lot of people will AFK outside of a station. Well, if you make a bookmark and approach the bookmark, you'll still be tethered if it's an NPC, if it's not an NPC station, excuse me. You'll still be tethered, but you'll be approaching a bookmark. So even if something bumps you, you'll come back. Now, granted, it might not be enough to save your life, but it might.
By chance.
Especially here.
So it is important to remember that you always reseat your capitals or large industrials.
Jeez Louise.
Each time you log in. It's very important.
Oh yeah. Very important. What's up, Rainbow? Thanks for the follow. Ooh. Hacking time? What do we got? We got some goodies. We got 2 million ISK in the pot. We're hitting him. He goes so much faster than me, dude. I am so slow at hacking. All right. Ooh. Almost. That was good. That was good. What do we got? 2 million. Let's talk about safety technique. Tell me the 2K orbiting. He is orbiting it at 1900, just like I told y'all to do. Just like I told y'all to do. Gets there. Scans down. This one has 67 million in it. Bro. Look at this. He scanned it. 67 million. That's worth the whole ship. Depending on the ship. God, I love exploration. I want to do this more, chat. I want to do it more, dude. It's so much fun. I just love the 600,000.
The cans at just above 2,000 kilometers. For sure.
Those of you that watch this video series, what did I tell you? Just that. A couple videos ago has saved my life more times than I can count.
2,000 meters. The reason for that is because if you're standing still while you hack these, somebody can come out of stealth and ram you with a micro and send you flying, and then you can't warp. If you're orbiting, the chances of them catching you with a ram are extremely low, right?
And cloak. He's right.
So try to orbit within loot range, but while still being able to cloak close enough to the camp.
Loot range is within 2,500. I orbit within 2,250. Because that means, as long as there's no collidables around, that I can one-tap cloak. And ramming is hard. Okay, no one can... ramming is like, you're here, and somebody speeds towards you with a micro warp drive, and they bump you, and they send you careening this way, out of position, meaning you can't warp necessarily to the place you were trying to go to. So, ramming don't work. Right? That's why you do that. I like the one-tap cloak at 2,250.
I'll show you on the last one. I just want to be careful. that I don't get
Yes.
killed while teaching you how to not get killed.
My allergies, chat. Oh my gosh.
Usually try to approach them or orbit them and then stop my ship, let the micro run out and then approach it.
True.
Or orbit it at 1900, so not much.
Only
in
a
there.
million
Skip
isk,
it.
nothing crazy. He's cherry
Definitely skip
picking.
cans in J space. I mean, there's no point in
Cherry
laying them out.
picking.
You don't have constellation control.
Yep. Cherry picking's fine. You get a lot of people that say cherry picking's bad. Cherry picking is he saw that this can had less than a million isk. We just left it there. He didn't even get it. He's going to check this one next. If you're a nullsec with your owned, you know, like area. What's up, Swedish Bikini Team? It's good to see you. This is not good because your area, your corp owns the area of space. You don't want to cherry pick in your owned area. But if you're in wormhole space and you're just day tripping, cherry pick away, baby. Who cares? It's speed is how you stay alive. And if there's 7 nodes and 2 of them have tens of millions of isk and 8 of them have, you know, a million isk, which ones should you spend your time on? The big ones. Because the longer you're on grid, the more at risk you are.
In J space. I mean, there's no point in laying them out. You don't have constellation control. All right, so I'm going to show you on this last one what I mean by orbit it and still be able to cloak.
What I was saying, yes.
Only 250k in the can. All right, we'll close the can. Now, here's where we're at. We're orbiting at 1900. Because our ship doesn't have perfect agility, we can't actually get exactly 1900. So what happens is we get about 2100
Nice.
meters away from the thing. And because we're orbiting, we're safe from people bumping us, or at least very easily bumping us, right? But we're also close enough to loot this when we're finished with it. But crucially, we're also close enough too, if we see somebody appear here, right? If somebody shows up here, we close the hacking minigame and push cloak.
Huge.
And we're far enough away from that where we can cloak up and then double click in space and activate your micro. I was talking, but you'd activate your micro there after you cloak to get the heck away from the can.
Correct.
And now you're safe from the gank and you just warp off.
Stealth bombers are the most dangerous thing for explorers because they will instant lock you the moment they come out of cloak. It's their unique thing. It's their unique buff. Okay, stealth bombers. What is it called? This person is trying to talk to me and his name is Nudity. I don't know. I'm pretty sure I shouldn't open up that DM chat. Pretty sure. Let's check this out. No targeting delay after cloaking device activation. This is a unique buff to stealth bombers that makes them so deadly. They come out of cloak, they start hitting you. No other ship in the game is that fast at doing damage. They wake up and choose violence. Violence. That's stealth bombers, baby. I love stealth bombers.
You can also, as soon as you see somebody show up here, activate your interdiction nullifier module and your warp core stabilizer, then your cloak, then your micro, then warp out. But there's an impel. What the? That was at the. That must have been at the.
He sees an impel
high hole, right?
on the D. He sees an impel on the ID scan. Getting the Proteus in. Seeing if he can get him.
That's weird.
Can he catch the impel? Impels are DSTs. They're hard to catch, but he's probably hauling some
Was he at the high hole?
goodies. See it?
Oh, could he be? I decloaked myself like a noob, but
Okay.
could he be? Oh my God, he just landed on this hole. No way.
Get him. Get him.
No way.
Get him.
WSN, is that it?
Warp.
Shit, am I going to the right
Warp.
place?
Warp. Hold him.
Yes, WSN.
Chlorokin. Get him.
Oh, there's a Dracovac here? What the heck's going on?
What's going on? Maybe he's got a Drake on disc
Nuts,
too. Yeah, he jumped through. Get that impel, baby. Catch that
Burn
impel.
off.
Yep.
I'm not set up to catch this dude, and they have like good ships apparently.
Yeah, he might die to this.
Whoa, that was spooky. I was trying to give a
He might
lesson.
die to this.
Instead, we saw a blockade runner on
DSTs are going to be hard to catch.
I'm actually just going to orbit the
Yep.
hole in my...
DSTs are hard to catch because every single deep space transport, that's what DST means, has an innate +2 warp core stability, which means, this right here, which means that if he has a warp core stab, he has 4 warp core strength. A faction scram has 3. Most DSTs in wormhole space will be able to get away because they take advantage of this fact. In fact, here is my danger util hauler fit. This is pure utility. I fly this in dangerous areas of space all the time. Heated, we've got over 100,000 EHP, 115, and we've got the Halcyon stab, and it's only 250 million S. So if I die, I'm not too worried about it getting popped, getting blown up. This is my go-to. This took me like years of like testing and messing with. I have nothing but love for this ship. It has made me billions. Okay, it's gotten me safe out of death areas. I live in Pochfin. This is the one I use to get out typically, depending on what's in local. And it's because of that. You know, don't talk to me or my son ever again. And we both share a nose. It's good stuff, chat. I do love a good Occator. DSTs. Impel is one of the best DSTs in the game because it has the most low slots and will be able to get the most effective tank. But sometimes you want that utility too.
System on the Proteus.
We'll see if he gets him.
Oh, I decloaked again, trying to spook him maybe a little bit.
Day 20. There goes the Impel.
Warped off. Oh, is he at the
station?
The building? Is that it?
1000%.
Wait, why can't I? There we go.
Come on now. There you go.
Can't select the Citadel?
Warp to 100.
Weird.
50. Sure.
I'm gonna warp at 0.
Okay.
Sorry, at 100.
Stop it in.
We're gonna orbit the wormhole in our home system. Just
Paul's
in case.
going out.
But I think he is long gone. I think he warped to one of these bad boys. Yeah. He warped to
There
that.
he is. Impel and Buzzard.
And they pulled a Buzzard out to see what the heck's going on. I don't blame him. Sheesh.
Blame it all.
All right, let's recuperate, go back to the house, and
Good try.
we'll go from there.
Good try.
Okay, so we just
Sometimes-
hop back into this class 5, and there's a Coveter and a Venture. I'm gonna go to their fort at 100 and just watch for a second.
Yeah, you are.
Oh, way, right?
Get that Coveter, bro.
There's just no way they're gonna actually go mining with sabers flying around.
Get that Coveter, bro. Okay.
Oh, they're at the ICR.
ICR is
So, where is that? That is...
Looking?
Here.
It says MJC. Oh well, we're gonna find it out. Yes, they are. They're right there.
I just saw a Tengu. Oh, Jesus, he's here. Look at that.
No, scary stuff.
All right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna warp there because if you can't warp here at 100, there's no way to kill him anyway.
True.
So I'm gonna warp, bookmark the
He's gonna
clouds.
try, but there is some chaos going on. Risky.
Decloak.
Sometimes you risk it for the biscuit, baby. Let's see what he gets, chat.
Getting decloaked.
Getting decloaked. The cloud is big. Yep, decloak coming.
Sun.
He's 300 from these guys.
It was only visible for a short amount of time, but they clearly saw that.
They definitely saw it. They should have warped out. Let's see if they caught him.
Look, they have a pacifier.
Passy coming in.
You see that? They're ready to get me here.
Yes, they are.
Funny.
Always assume it's bait, chat. If it looks like, man,
So
they're alone.
I mean, a pacifier is not going to do anything against the tier 3.
Man, they're alone. Yeah, it's bait. We actually had a comment on one of my YouTube videos recently of, the comment was, this dude saying,
Loru is actually my only death in a wormhole to his skiff and his porpoise.
do you remember our wormhole dives, our pearl diving streams? When we would take a skiff, a Proteus, and a porpoise into the wormhole? These dudes hopped on me with a pacifier, a stero, and like another frigate or something. And I'm like, what are these guys doing? My skiff has 130k EHP, and my porpoise does like 400 damage with drones. And we took him out, and then my Proteus landed just to really add insult to injury. And boy, if you see like a Coveter, yeah, kill it. If you see a skiff or a Procurer, get a fleet because they are tanky.
The cruiser, but they're ready to defend that perhaps. They certainly have ships reacting to it. Pretty cool. I'll probably stop goofing around with that.
Yeah.
It's definitely really interesting that at gas sites, you can't really warp to them. Keep a cloak as long as you play with small cloud first.
At this point, he's fishing with dynamite.
Oh, we got a bunch of praxis on scan here.
Whoa. Yeah? Holy crap.
Where could they be going? There's only a few ways in and out of here.
Bunch of praxis right here. Right here.
Looks like they're going to the C4, perhaps?
They're probably trying to roll the hole, too.
Let's go to the C4. 6:44, we don't have much time.
6 minutes.
Praxis right there.
Till downtime.
Yeah, they're going to the C4. We got
trying to catch it. So he's trying to see where it goes. They probably have micro warp drives. And they're probably going to roll the hole. I know you can't see my face.
Orbiting with the Loki at
I want you to see the D-scan.
10. I think that, or 15 even.
Exciting, baby. Eve is slow until it isn't. He's trying to get it.
Not sure if they have hull control or what, but...
Well, not anymore if you're there.
Oh, they got a bubble. Look at that.
Here we go. Waiting for you.
Look at the bubble, yo. We're going to run through the other side and see if this saber wants to fuck with us.
Mm-hmm. Yep. Don't fight on their turf. Go back through the wormhole. Make them come to you.
He's interested. I think they're just trying to protect the Praxi.
I mean, yes. Saber
He
gone.
just ran away.
Saber's going 2100. Yeah, 22. Fast.
He just warped off to the Citadel.
Citadel?
Yeah, they are definitely aware of what's going on here.
They know. I would not stay for this. This is like danger, danger city. They have the drop on you at this point.
I highly doubt they're going to fall for anything since they're on top of this.
Correct. I would leave.
Maybe I should have tried to snap that saber up. I probably could have.
Nah, it was literally.
So I think they came from here through my system back to their class 5.
Very exciting.
That's my guess. So I have stumbled upon yet another shattered system.
Shattered
this time another C13.
Love these.
So I've already scanned it down. There's a couple gas sites, relic site, and I think a path to high stack as well.
C16, J space, and shattereds. A shattered is a C6, I think. I think these are different now because they've changed how shattereds are. They're now drifter systems as of the Nexus Reckoning event in 2025. So if you're watching this later, that's when they changed that. These are K space named. Jove, dev only. Thera, C12 is G is Thera. Wolf Riot shattereds and drift. No, these are drift wormholes. Excuse me. So not C6s. These were the ones that were changed to the drifter wormholes. Yeah. Okay.
Well, so.
Yep.
I'm going to crab out a little bit. Get a crab on, man.
Get a crab on. God, I miss wormhole diving.
So my ventures just got shot up by a bunch of rats.
So much fun.
I'll let you figure out which one the rats targeted. This one, this one, this one, or that one. It's a tough choice, right?
Tough.
One of these stands out, though.
Jeez.
So I found this pack rat mobile tractor unit in this system. Feel free to die.
Just MTU chilling. I mean, is this bait? Yes. Almost guaranteed bait. When you kill an MTU, the person who owns the MTU, the mobile tractor unit, gets a notification. So maybe this person was hunting with the MTU. Let's find out. You get to see where the MTU died as well. So maybe that person's like, oh, there's somebody to pop my MTU. Let's go get him. You know. Let's see.
Oh my God. What?
Hello?
What?
164 million isk in blue loot? My brother in Christ.
What? Oh my God.
Enjoy it. I later looked this guy up. They rat in packs of nags under mobile scan inhibitors. Nags. I can't pronounce these names, dude. These are capital ships. They actually recently just got buffed. These are large capital DPS machines, okay? Capital turrets, and they kill rats under mobile scan inhibs. What that is, and many of you probably have never seen this item before, a mobile scan inhibitor prevents the normal operation of directional scanners within a 30 km radius. Any objects within the mobile scan inhibitor will not be visible to these sensors. And any ship within the radius will also find their own instruments rendered inoperable. So you cannot descan while you're inside of them, the 30 km radius. But nobody can see you either. If someone descans, they will just see mobile scan inhibitor. They look sick, but also, if you ever see a mobile scan inhibitor on descan, the hair should stand up on the back of your neck. Because in the dark of space, if somebody's trying to spend this kind of money hiding something, one of these is 30 million isk. If they're spending 30 million isk hiding a fleet, you best believe that it's worth hiding. Okay? So, just, if you ever seen one, maybe call your buddies. Or maybe run away. Scary stuff, Jim. Yeah.
Dude.
Enjoy the free isk, baby.
That's cool.
I can't wait to play E-Frontier.
And we have another pack rat. Let's go.
Sick. Let's watch this. Day 21. Let's watch this one, and then I think we have to call it here.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Never seen that before.
There you go. What's up?
That's cool.
What happened?
Wow, neat.
Is that the edge?
Oh, you see that?
Yep.
Oh, look at that. Somebody's
probes.
combat scanning right now.
You can't see it, but it's in the D. Someone's
That's not
combat
me.
scanning. So wait.
They're getting closer to finishing.
If you ever scan down an MTU in wormhole space, and you're there, and you see someone else's combat probes come in, wait. Patience. Bring in a couple buddies that are cloaked, and just see what lands. Why do anything? Why turn? You could kill this MTU, and you would get the loot inside of the MTU. But why would you just settle for fly paper when there's a fly on the way?
The scan. Still have some time. Maintenance bay. Board.
Get that Loki.
Nobody. Oh, the probes are back out. Look at that.
Scanning.
All right, so now we reseat you and log you out. The Loki goes to the class 4.
He's killing it.
Buzzard. Yo. Look. Oh shit, I never pulled the probes.
Never did.
He totally saw that, didn't he?
He never pulled his probes. Gotcha.
Coming a bit closer now.
Kiki?
Time. I think we're gonna go right now.
Go now. He's within 7. He can do it. Let's see if the Kiki warps. He's definitely got the velocity. He's got his other T3 cruiser in, and there he goes.
He's so fast.
Happens. Kikis
Right,
are like
go
sub
pack rat
5.
quick.
Yeah, get the pack rat. They're gonna bring bigger stuff. Now that the jig is up, you have to take out the pack rat. Do
Nothing in it. Ah. Oh, I guess we got too lucky last time.
Suck. Yeah.
Damn, I wanted that Kikimura. He was quick though.
Now get out of there, bro. It was a good try. Good try.
Darn.
Ah, the Kiki did damage too. Okay, let's watch this Explorer trap next time. This was sick. Ladies and gentlemen, you get to see an absolute masterclass in what it looks like to experience what EVE Online has at its holes. Really fun time seeing all the stuff, exchanging stories. If you've got more, put them in the comments. Maybe we'll talk about them on our next stream. We'll see ya very soon. If you want more A Nomad Tale, that's this playlist right here. And if you want to sub right here for the best space MMO news and guides, thanks very much. We'll see ya in the next video. Thanks much.